Hello everyone and welcome to Military Grade Magic. This is going to be episode 8, a little diversion from our usual programming. We're going to be doing a breakdown of our military themed precons, all based around the military. So it's going to be your junior enlisted, your NCO Corps, the warrant officer cohort, and the officers. So whichever one you align yourself with, let us know if we got the flavor right for the cards here on YouTube. So that means you get the pleasure of seeing some of our beta versions of the cards. So let us know in the comments below if you like what you see. Go ahead and you're here. Sure to send this video to some other military personnel that you know. Let them know. Found the secret sauce for all things military and all things magic all in one place. For those of you that didn't watch episode 8A, this week's gameplay is a little bit of Merfolk versus the Machine. So you're going to get to see some Simic versus another round of Liberty Prime Recharge. So it's a pretty good matchup. They're very evenly matched as far as all that goes. It's definitely a matter of what we draw over the course of this game. So anyway, let's get into it.
Can you guess on a whim who sent me these sleeves?
I'm gonna say Moose.
You're 110% correct. Thank you, Moose. They're perfect for my Merfolk token.
I'm gonna keep grinding out Liberty Prime.
2, 4, 6, 7. I've kept worse hands. Alright. Playing blue, so let's roll a blue die. 3.
There. That looks professional.
Oh yeah. Good call. Let me put mine
You
out.
roll a blue, I'll roll a blue.
Hell yeah.
16.
Well, you know
For
what?
those that are unbelievers.
Yeah, I think you got that one. I don't think I've won a dice roll against you a single time since we started doing this.
My initiative's pretty high.
Plus 10.
Yeah, I got that. What's that? Advanced initiative or
There's a way to get advantage on initiative depending on
Steam Vents tapped. Your turn.
untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play an island, tap it, and I'll play a turn 1 soul ring. And I'll play. Who's cheating now?
No follow-up plays into his signet.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, Simic Signet. No, not this time.
That'd be crazy, dude. Untap, upkeep. I'll draw for a turn. I do control an island, so I'll play Glacial Fortress. Enters tapped unless you control plains or island. And you know what? I'll ramp City too.
Hell yeah.
Arcane Signet.
My man.
Your go. This is going to be my energy token thing, so it's going to be up there.
Okay.
Your go.
My go. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a foresty forest, and I will tap 4 to play Path of Discovery. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it explores. A little check on learning from our card draw episode.
Explore is if it's a land, you get to put it in your hand or something.
Reveal the top card of your library. Put that card into your hand if it's a land. Otherwise, put a 1/1 counter on target creature and then either put that card back on top or put it in your graveyard.
Explore is so good.
It is good. And it's in green too. It's like we don't need this, but thank you.
Oh, we already do the thing? That's good. Okay, let's do more of that. And
Let's
get
do
rewarded
more
for
of it. We really only have one thing.
Okay, my go.
It is your turn, sir.
I untap. I upkeep. I draw for turn.
Hell.
I'm gonna play a Plainsy Plains.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap said Plainsy Plains. I'm gonna play a Guide of Souls. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I gain 1 life and 1 energy. I'm gonna tap this for blue. I'm gonna cast Tune the Narrative. Draw a card. I get 2 energy.
Nice.
We'll go ahead and tap 2 for Adaptive Omni Tool. It's an artifact. And your go.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. That is exactly the card I needed. I'll play an island, and I will tap an island and my Soul Ring, leaving one floating. I will play Stony Brook Banneret. She has Island Walk, and Merfolk spells you cast cost one less.
Okay.
So she gets to explore because Path Discovery. Reveal it. It is a non-land card. I'm gonna keep it on top. So
Okay.
I get a 1/1 counter. All right. Moving right along, I'm gonna tap an island, a forest. Well, I guess I don't need the one less because of Stony Brook, and I'm gonna play my commander. Kumina, Tyrant of Orzaka. Kumina has 3 different abilities. I can tap and untap Merfolk I control. Kumina cannot be blocked. I can tap 3 Merfolk, draw a card. I can tap 5 Merfolk, put a 1/1 counter on each Merfolk I control. And, okay, so then I get to explore again. Surprise, surprise, it's the same card. Put a 1/1 counter on Kumina. And a pass to you, good sir.
Untap, upkeep. Play an island for turn.
Guide of Souls, he's the one that can turn one of your creatures into an angel.
So whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I gain a life and I get an energy. Whenever you attack, I may pay 3 energy. When you do, put 2 1/1 counters and a flying counter on target attacking creature. It becomes an angel in addition to its other types.
Hey, I said the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I do the smart thing here. We'll pay 1, 2, 3. And due to my affinity for artifacts costing 2 less, I'm going to cast Thoughtcast for 3 and draw 2 cards.
Okay.
And then I'll tap Dose and play T45 Power Armor.
Nice.
Okay, that is my turn.
That's your turn? All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh wow, I could have never projected this would be the card I draw.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? I'm going to play a Foresty Forest.
Those are the best, I hear. They tap for double, don't they?
Not right now. Give them time. The thing is you're too good of a player that I can't just like, oh yeah, I know what he's gonna do. I mean, I could assume, but you know what that does. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go into lay combat.
Okay.
Your Guide of Souls is a 1/1 or a 1/2?
Uno dos, 1/2.
Okay. Going into combat, I'm going to swing a 2/2 and a 3/5 at you.
Well, I don't want to lose my Guide of Souls, so I declare no blocks.
Okay, so that's 5 damage.
How much is that, Commander?
A 3.
Yep.
If you read the card, it explains the card. Second main phase, tapping 5, green, 1, 2, and I will play Seedborn Muse. Seedborn Muse, untap all permanents you control during each player's untap step.
Okay.
So she enters the battlefield, I get to explore, reveal the top card. It's Singer of Swift Rivers. That's the Merfolk that gives all my Merfolks flash. I'll keep her on top. I get a 1/1 counter. I'll pass.
Okay. Untap, keep draw.
I get to untap my things as well.
Play Aether Hub when I don't play Aether Hub, I put Aether Hub into play. Or do you play lands? You put lands into play.
That's correct. Yeah, because that's why we can't respond to lands.
Yeah. So Aether Hub enters. I get 1 energy when this land enters.
Oh, nice.
They call that synergy. Okay. We are going to do a thing. We're going to tap 1, 2.
You tapping that for colorless, or you tapping that for
5? I just need it for the colorless.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Red, white, blue, and 2.
Okay.
Your boy, does it enter any counter spells?
I do not have a counter spell.
Okay. Trigger Guide of Souls. I gain a life. I get an energy.
Yep.
Oh shit, I forgot the energy thing when that entered. Oh, well, serves me right.
That's what happens.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to move to combat. Damn. Okay. Yep. I'm going to go to combat.
Okay.
I am going to declare Liberty Prime as an attacker. Going down to 2 energy. 8/8, Vigilance, Trample, Haste.
Okay. On declare block step, I'm going to tap 2 and cast Serum Snare. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And I'm going to choose Liberty Prime. So he'll go back to your hand. If he costs less than 3, I could proliferate, but he does not.
Okay. Second main phase. Nothing. All right. That is my turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Blue. Green. And 1. Oh, I don't have to pay the 1 because Stony Brook Banneret. All my Merfolk cost 1 less. So I just have tap 2. Singer of Swift Rivers. She has flash, and when she enters, put a shield counter on target creature you control. I'm going to put a shield counter on my commander.
Okay.
So any amount of damage, it doesn't have to be lethal. Any amount of damage will cause the shield bubble to go away.
Okay.
And as is tradition, I use the pink 4D to annotate. Shield counter. Singer of Swift Rivers enters the battlefield. I get to explore. It's a land. It'll go to my hand. I've not played a land for turn. I'll play this island that I just magically got into my hand. I am going to go into combat now, unless you have something you need to do.
No.
Okay. Same thing as last turn. You don't have any new creatures.
I have 1 creature.
Just the 1. The 1/2.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to swing Seedborn Muse, 3/5, 2/2, and 3/5 at you. So 8 total at you.
How much is that, Commander?
3, Commander.
Okay.
And I will go to second main. I will do nothing. And I will pass.
Yep. Tap it. Draw the right. Red, white, blue.
I get to untap as well. Sorry.
And 2 for Liberty Prime.
Hey, I've seen this game before.
Artifact, creature. I gain a life. I get an energy.
Nice.
Go to combat. Anything?
As you're going into combat.
Yeah.
My Merfolks have flash.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna tap 3. Play Tempest Caller. When Tempest Caller enters the battlefield, tap all creatures target opponent controls.
It what?
When Tempest Caller enters the battlefield, tap all creatures target opponent controls.
Oh, okay.
Path of Discovery triggers. I get to explore. It's a land. It goes to my hand.
Okay. All right, your turn.
On your end step, I'm gonna tap 3 Merfolk, so I can draw a card.
Okay.
All right. Still passing?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, I don't got any plays.
Liberty Prime's an expensive boy, but I gotta get moving or I'm gonna be in trouble. All right. Land for turn. I will tap blue, and 3 green, so 5 total to play Merfolk Fiend Liege, sorry. Other green creatures you control get +1/+1. Other blue creatures you control get +1/+1. And then I untap all blue and green creatures during each player's untap step. So
Okay.
I untap during.
That means they turn at 1. That means they turn at 180, so they become tapped the other direction.
Yeah, shit, you're right. You're so right. No, I got all the way over. You got me. You got me on the technicality. Okay. You're all tapped out.
I got one
You have
plane.
one Plainsy Plains.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to swing my board at you.
Okay.
But I have to, as I say, I have to do the math on how much that's going to be. So we'll do the math after you tell me what gets through.
Dude, I have no blocks.
Okay, I didn't know if you had a response. That's all.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Yeah.
No responses. We
Okay.
go to damage.
We'll go to damage. All right. We'll do the monocolor creatures first because they're the easy ones. So this is a 2, so it gets +1, so it's 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 3, gets +1, so that's 4 damage. This is a 2, gets +1, so it's 3 damage.
Okay.
And then Singer Sorcerer gets +2, so that's 5. And Kamina gets +2 as well, so he gets +5. So that is, yeah, and that's the commander. 20 damage total.
Okay.
Okay.
And then how much of that was commander again? 5?
5 of that was commander.
All right, I'm up to 11.
Oh, my light gave out on me. Second main, I'll tap a blue and play my Tidal Warrior. Tidal Warrior is I can tap him and target land becomes an island till end of turn. Yeah, I will pass.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I get to explore. Sorry. So I get this land comes to my hand. Now I pass to you. Sorry.
All right. I untapped. I draw.
On your untap, I untap as well.
I'm gonna do 4 for the One Ring.
Ooh.
That is a. I don't get any artifact things. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 short.
You get immunity for a turn.
Wait. Not 1 short. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So affinity for artifacts again. I'm gonna cast Voyage Home. I draw 3 cards, gain 3 life.
Nice.
I haven't played a land for turn, so a training center will enter tapped. And I have protection from everything until my next turn.
Yeah, you have protection, yeah.
Yeah. I shall pass.
Pass, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so on your instep, I'll tap 3 Merfolk with Kamina's second ability to draw a card.
I'm going to. Oh wait.
That's on your instep, so you can.
Yeah, I'm on my instep as well. Responding to you.
Okay.
I'll tap the One Ring to draw a card.
Okay.
Put a birding counter on it.
Nice.
Oh, do I still take? I don't take the damage, do I? Oh wait, that's
on your upkeep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
You're good. All right. That's all I needed to do on your instep. We get to move on.
Yeah. Oh,
okay. Untap. Keep. Draw. All right. Well, I can't attack you.
Yeah.
Which is a real bummer. I'll play this island. I'll tap 3 to draw a card from Kamina's second ability. Yeah, I don't have enough Merfolk to do my Taparoo again. Scanning the board, make sure we're good to go. I guess I'll pass to you.
Untap.
I untap.
Upkeep trigger. I take a damage.
Correct.
Draw for turn.
Your protection's now gone.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the 2.
Okay.
What to do? Okay, I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3 to equip Omni Tool to Liberty Prime.
Hold on. What all's the text on Omni Tool?
Equip creature gets 1/1 for each artifact.
Okay.
Whenever equipped creature attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them, put it into your hand, the rest of the bottom of the library in any order.
Okay. Yep, that resolves.
So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts.
None of your lands are artifacts?
No land artifacts, no. Alright, I'm going to tap a red and 1, and I'm going to cast Assaultron Dominator. When it enters the battlefield, I get 2 energy. Whenever an artifact creature you control attacks, you may pay 1 energy if you do, for your choice of a 1/1 counter, first strike, or trample counter onto that creature. Is it resolved?
Yes.
All right, so creature enters, gain a life, get an energy.
I know you're not doing this on purpose, but your vocals is turning very robotic, and it sounds like you're assimilating with a
two energy from a Voltron Dominator entering. Okay. All right. I move to combat.
Okay.
All right. I am going to pay 2 energy to declare Liberty Prime an attacker, triggering her. When you attack, you may pay 3 energy. If you do, put 2 1/1 counters on a flying counter on target attacking creature. So I'm gonna take it down to 1.
Okay.
Putting a flying counter. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, plus another 2/2 from this chick. All right. So right now, Liberty Prime's attacking you. He has flying, vigilance, trample, haste, and he is an 8, 10, 16, 16. All right. I pass it to, actually, before then as well, because why not? I'm also going to cast Legion Leadership until end of turn, double creature's power, and it gains first strike till end of turn.
You're really trying to end this turn, is what it sounds like to me.
Hey, this is the only way I can win. It's either going to resolve and I get it, or I get hit next turn and I lose. So let's see what happens.
All right, so that's your announced attacker.
Yeah.
When we go to blocks in response, I'll tap an island and a forest.
Okay.
And I will play Simic Charm. Return target, and I will choose the mode return target creature to its owner's hand, and I'll put Liberty Prime back into your hand.
You just have every card you need, don't you? Oh, dang.
Wow.
That stinks.
I know.
You just have all the answers. Shenanigans.
My choice for removal for this deck is bounce all your shit back to your hand. I don't know why, it just seems very flavorful, very wavy. You know what I mean?
Sure. Okay, well, I think that's game. You win next turn, so I'm tapped out.
On your end step, I'll tap 5. I'll tap 5 Merfolk, and they all get a 1/1 counter from his.
Brother, I'm at 12 life. You're just rubbing it in now.
I'm not rubbing it in. I don't know what you're gonna do. Got some deflecting SWAT bullshit in there, probably.
Deflecting SWAT can't stop your guys from attacking.
Or deflecting palm. Sorry, deflecting palm.
Oh, that's true. But that's only one source, though, right? That's a single source.
I think that's correct. I think it's a single source. All right.
So I have to discard down to hand size. So I will discard fabrication module.
You good for me to start my turn?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Untap. Draw. There's my thing. I'll tap 2 for Talisman of Curiosity.
Okay.
I'll play land for turn, and I'm gonna go into combat. I think I've got more than 12 damage on the board. Do you have any responses?
Yeah. Well, we'll declare attacks and blocks anyway, just to see what's up.
Sure. All right. Swinging the board at you. So 4 plus 5.
Highest. Well, wait. Do they all have island block?
No, I don't have that one on the board yet.
Okay. Yeah. Minus your 2 highest. If it's 12 or higher, you win.
So my 2 highest would be Kumina and Singer of Swift Rivers, I think.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, no, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13.
Oh, there you go.
That's enough.
Dang.
I do want you to know.
Yet.
I was waiting for a Fierce Guardianship. I had a Root Snare in my hand, just in case.
There.
I had a Fog in my hand, just so everyone's aware that the legend still lives with his fogs.
Dang. That sucks. Good game.
It was a good game. I mean, it does help that my commander has a built-in draw effect. It makes and
that's kind of Civic's thing, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and then I had Seedborn Muse, which is arguably the best card in the game. as far as green goes. I get to untap literally all of my permanents every turn, on everyone's turn. It's so fucking good.
You had a pretty good board state.
Yeah, so don't feel bad. I honestly thought you were gonna rock my shit when you played the One Ring, and I was like, he's gonna get a whole turn to do whatever he wants. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's all good.
Under the sea is aglow with neon. Magic courses through our veins, allowing us to dream on. Merfolk sway back and forth with tide, dancing in circles as we continue to abide. Ooh, what makes us dangerous is our synergy. Our ability to endlessly ramp gives us energy. Our foes tremble in our wake. Our simic ascendancy you cannot shake.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Military Grade Magic. That's all I got. Everyone have a good week. No, this episode should be coming out right around Halloween, so I actually have a spooky story for you, Topper. You ready?
Okay. Is this like Are You Afraid of the Dark? You remember that Nickelodeon show?
I do remember that. No, this is a real life story that actually happened to me last week.
You saw a real ghost. Okay.
It's worse than that.
Oh no.
Now I know you've not been where I live, but I have to paint this story for you for a little bit of context. So I live in a pretty nice little suburb, but the area that we live in, it's like nice suburb, ghetto, nice suburb, ghetto. Like they're all right next to each other, right? So I'm training for a half marathon. So like and running in circles around my neighborhood it's maddening. I can't do it. So I run along the road, and I have to get up at like 3 a.m. to start my runs, because if I don't, the little boy will be up and he'll be looking for me. So I have to get up at the witching hour to go do this run, right? And I have to run. I run to the left out of my neighborhood. I run down. And then I run past my neighborhood. I turn around. I run past my neighborhood. I run to the pizza place. Which I just assume there's like a local legend about some random dude that's running at 4 o'clock in the morning every Saturday because I've been doing this for months. So I'll go down there to the pizza place. I turn around, I come back, and I run past one more time. There's like an elementary school down there, and I run down there, and then I come back to my house, and that comes out right at 13 miles.
Oh.
Okay. I'm just setting the groundwork for the story. That's not a brag. I am not fast.
Quite the flex.
I'm barely coming in at like 2 hours and change. Like, don't get it twisted.
I think me going over 5 now, like, would just be a feat in and of itself. Anyway, continue the story.
This dude, you guys haven't seen Top. He's built like a fucking brick. He's fine. Anyway, that's not the story. This is the setup. Okay, so last weekend I'm running, right? Again, it's the witching hour. It's like 3:45 or something like that by the time I get to the school. There's this, like I said, there's this elementary school that I do my first turnaround at. I'm running there and I get like the tingles, like someone's watching me, right?
Spidey sense, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. I assume everyone has this, but I'm literally running and I'm like almost come to a stop. Like, what the fuck is going? Somebody's watching me. I'm like looking around. I don't see any lights. I don't see whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Again, it's dead of night. Whatever. I have my PT belt on, so I was safe, but it's neither here nor there. So I run. I go to the pizza place. I turn around. I come back. I'm doing my last turnaround at the school, and I get that creepy feeling again, like someone's watching me. It's a little bit. It's not bright. It's not bright out, but there's more cars around, and there's more whatever. So like it's a little bit more visible. And this time, I'm like, look to the left, I look to the right. Now, mind you, there's like trees and stuff like that around me. And I see like a lock screen of someone's fucking cell phone, like in the trees, like at like hip level. And then my eyes could focus. And I was just like, there's someone trying to stand like perfectly still next to this tree so that I couldn't see them. And but yeah, I'm assuming that they like dropped their phone or lowered their phone so that like, oh shit, he's back. But it was just like super fucking weird. It was just creepy. It was just like, who's standing out in the middle of the woods? Not in the middle, but by near the tree line of the woods by this road at like 4:45 in the morning. I'm assuming twice. I'm assuming I ran past him the first time too. Yeah, it was just super creepy and got the heebie-jeebies. So anyway, luckily I
Ooh.
had my safety belt on. So yeah, there's your weird chief story for Halloween for all of our ghouls and goblin fans out there.
I got one.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. This is
Top
when
scary
Top
stories.
was a wee lad. We're talking maybe in the 6th grade, maybe younger than that. I wasn't in junior high yet.
Our definitions of wee lad are very different, but go ahead.
So how my bed was positioned, if I were to sit up in bed, I would look out a window, right? There was maybe a 5 foot of space between the end of my bed and the window. I'm asleep and I hear someone say my name, like my leg jerks. You know how like you like twitch when you're falling asleep, right? It felt like someone pulled my leg. I set up. I see an outline of someone standing in front of my window.
Oh, you had the shadow monster outside your window.
I had that happen, and then I flick on the light and no one's there, right?
Of course.
Obviously no one's there. And then another time, my bedroom as a kid was right next to the deck. In the middle of the night, I woke up. I heard someone walking on the deck, try to open the sliding glass door, but it was locked. Then I heard the screen door close and the footsteps walk off the deck.
Fuck.
I know, dude. What the fuck? My sister was older than me, so maybe some dude was trying to sneak over to the house or something. I don't know. But yeah, that one kind of creeped me out for a while.
Yeah, I imagine so.
But all right, spooktacular stories we had.
Yeah. So we have a good episode for you all planned today. A little spooky detour, but there's nothing wrong with that. We just vamp sometimes. We have some very exciting. Our main thing this week is we kind of made some what if we had military precons command decks. But I did, before we get into that, I kind of want to touch on this week. There was some news of the bracket updates for Commander, and I didn't know if you had any thoughts on that before we got rolling here, Top. This is all unscripted. We have not talked about this at all. So
I literally, so I saw the Command Zone dropped a new podcast or a new video on YouTube, and I was listening to it just a little bit on the way home from work. Looking at it now, 5 brackets. Bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got Exhibition Core Upgraded Optimized CDH. Maybe this is an old one.
that's the new one.
Okay.
I mean, it used to be, instead of core, it said precon and stuff like that. This is the new. That's the new one.
I totally agree. Take precon out of it because not all precons are the same. No,
absolutely,
not even close. But I don't know. I hope they have the game changer cards still. I really liked having that because for people who don't play this game religiously, knowing ahead of time that these cards are very powerful, and like if you were to build a deck for you and your friend to play, like I just think it's a good measuring stick. It's something very tangible, quantitative. Versus just being like, oh, this is a little upgrade. Well, what the fuck's a little upgrade? You know what I mean? Versus, hey, I have 3 game changer cards in here. You know? That's just my thoughts. I really like that game changer aspect.
Yeah. One of the things that I was a little surprised when they were talking, because I listened to that one too. I was on the road a lot today. They were saying that the Command Zone was actually part of a summit where they got to talk about some of these, like, kind of suggesting these changes. And one of the things that they were talking about was the lines between 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 and how they get, they get fuzzy. And one of the things they were talking about is one of the things we were kind of talking about in our ramp episode was if you're doing ritual spells and things like that to get a lot of mana in one turn, you're probably on a 4. Like that's like the difference between a 3 and a 4 is if you're playing a lot of those ritual ramp spells and things of that, tutors and things of that nature, you're probably, if you're going for speed, you're probably on the 4 tier instead of a 3 and things like that. It was a very interesting concept. I think the biggest thing that I don't jive with is the thing they took 4, I believe, commanders off the game changer list, and their reasoning was if they're not in your commander spot, they're not really that dangerous. And for that reason alone, they were like, okay, well, we're removing them from the game changer list. I'm like, to me, it was like, well, just put an asterisk and say if they're your commander, it's a game changer. Does that make sense?
Who is this again?
Like, Yuriko,
Oh,
the ninjutsu one, she came off the game changer list.
brother, all they have to do is change ninjutsu commander ruling. That's all they have to do, and that card is fixed. I don't see what the problem is.
If it fell to the same commander tax rule, it would be fine.
Yeah. I don't see what the
completely
problem
agree with you.
is.
I agree with you.
You can cast
So
it
that
for its
one-
ninjutsu costs, but you have to pay the tax on top of. I mean, that's only fair. You know?
I think it would still be fair. I think it would
Yeah.
still be busted. Her other ability works just fine.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, my humble chiefy opinion. I have a ninja deck in the wings. I've been working on one on my Archie deck. She's in there, but she's not my commander. I wanted to use the one that gives everyone ninjutsu.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, she's still a really good card. The other one is Urza, High Lord Artificer, the mono blue, all artifacts tap for blue mana.
Yeah.
He came off the game changer list, and I'm like, I kind of disagree with that because he's busted even if he's in the 99.
Yeah.
Personal opinion. Anything that turns all of your artifacts, now mind you, it has to be an artifact deck, but like it's a pretty common archetype. You know what I mean? But anyway, so he came off the game changers list, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if I agree with that, but hey, it's whatever. I think a game changer asterisk would be acceptable. Like, hey, if this is your commander, you probably shouldn't be playing at the level 2 table. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You're probably gonna beat the shit out of somebody. So anyway, I just it's strictly kind of like what you said. It's for the new players more than anything.
Yeah.
If you don't know, I'm trying to think of another of the commanders.
Commanders that are on the list.
Well, all of the commanders came off.
Oh, so no creatures are on there anymore?
Well, there's some creatures, but they're not. If they're strictly like they're only dangerous when they're a commander. And it changed.
Well, let's see here.
Winota, Joiner of Forces. Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top 6 of your cards of your library. You may put a human creature card from among them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. It gains indestructible till end of turn. Put the rest of those cards to the bottom of your library in any random order. Getting to put a free human, and that's a very generic whatever. But getting to put a generic human onto the battlefield, because if you had like a shapeshifter deck or something like that, you know what I mean? Winota could just be busted. So like, you know what I mean? Not that I think I'd like to think people aren't being malicious and going to the LGSs and sitting down at the level 2 table and being like, hey, yeah, I just want to sit down with this card, no big deal. But yeah, that's my biggest concern is that people are slumming it, playing below their actual deck level and just beating the shit out of people for no reason.
Right. They removed the tutor limit as well. I think I read.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
agree with that whatsoever. Like they're like no early combos. I'm like, okay, but you're going to allow all the cheap. I need to get my, 3-card infinite combo piece together. To me, that doesn't. I don't know. Not apples to apples there.
Yeah, and then the other thing that this was the real thing that I wanted to talk about here is they have an expected length of each game if you're at a certain bracket level. And I wanted to get your thoughts on this.
Oh, I 100% agree. I definitely agree with
you
that.
do?
Yeah. The more optimized your deck is, in my opinion, the faster the game's going to be. Right?
I guess so. I don't know.
I mean,
In a
think of
full
it.
pod-
Think I can, with Liberty Prime, right? Say I have a bunch of cheap mana to like get him out on like turn 3 and kill someone turn 5, or that's just a very very simplistic thought. But braids, I would not braids, but feather, I would consider feather optimized, even though it doesn't have like a single game changer card in there. If I have the right hand, I can kill you in turn 3.
Well, that would put you in a bracket 5, though.
Yeah, but
4 turns is a bracket 4.
But that's what I'm saying. The turn order, like how quick you could win, I think totally dictates where your deck should end up. Because I shouldn't play feather against an upgraded deck. I mean, I could not draw that hand, obviously, but
and you don't have a lot of like you said, you don't have any tutors or anything.
Tutors, no. That's just a personal philosophy of mine.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But I wasn't asked to be on this panel. I mean, geez, thanks. Okay.
Well, you know what? What's crazy is, after the summit, I was checking the email and I was like, oh shit, we had an invitation. I just completely. Anyways, we snubbed them. That's my bad.
It's all good. We're hard to we're a hard group to please.
Yeah, we're playing hard to get. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a long con.
But I don't know. Thinking on my decks, I was thinking this on the way home. I think most of mine I would almost put in a between upgraded and optimized.
I was kind of thinking something similar. I was kind of like, I would say I'm a 3.5 on most of my decks.
I don't put in best card in slot all the time, but I do build my deck to give me the best chance winning possible.
I would say, for me, when I know a deck is no longer a 3 and it's now a 4, is when you've taken out all you have no more pet cards. You know what I mean? The cards that you're like, oh, I just love this card. The hardest thing for me was taking Mowu out of my green decks because I love Mowu.
Oh, the dog.
Yeah, the dog. All he does is get an extra 1/1 counter when I put a counter on him. He doesn't do a lot, and he's like a 5-drop. It's just like a flavor thing, and I just really like that card. So when I took him out, and I was just like, man, yeah, I don't know why I fought so hard to keep this fucking guy, but anyway, it's just a good time. Yeah, for me, I think that's the big difference. When you take out when you're truly optimized, it's everything in that deck is running. It has a purpose. And when you see it, you're like, okay, I have that piece. So like in our Simic deck, my Simic deck we just played, I had 3 lands, I had Soul Ring, and I had Seaborn Muse in my opening hand. I was just like, well, I'm good to go. I have all of my pieces. I have ramp. I have my base lands. I have an island and forest at a minimum. I have a blue and a green, and I have my untap piece. I think I have 6 or 7 different untap pieces in my deck. So as long as I can get one of those in like the first 10 turns, I'm like, okay, I can get back online. I ended up drawing a second one, which was completely unnecessary, but yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
So the current, for those of you keeping track at home, you're not watching on YouTube. Which shame on you. But if you're not watching on YouTube, the gameplay videos, we're currently it's 4-3 now. Is our sitting totals.
So
Making a
Vorinclex was removed from the game changer list.
yeah.
What? Just
Yeah. Oh yeah, that
What?
was the reasoning was it's an expensive card, so the payoff is worth it. I'm like, dude, people are not paying that much mana to do that. You know what I mean? People are cheating these
Brother.
cards out. Yeah, I disagreed with that too. Expropriate got off the list. Expropriate is one of the worst cards in the game. If I see you play Expropriate, just know that we're gonna change decks after this. That's all I'm saying. Or I will target you exclusively. I fucking hate that card.
Yeah.
I hate that card with a passion. I hate that card more than I hate Ristic Study.
And
That's how strongly
deflecting.
I feel.
Okay, I think I agree with deflecting swap being
I see.
removed.
I disagree with that because I think all of those,
Any
if you're
free
commanding,
spells?
yeah, any of the Deadly Roll, it should be banned or not banned, game listed as or game changered as well. And anything that you can play for free like that,
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with. It's just my personal. It's just my
Sure.
personal whatever. But I think in some circumstances, I think deflecting SWAT is better than fierce guardianship. In my personal opinion, in some
They have their ups and downs. They have their pros and cons, I guess. Fierce guardianship, it won't do creatures though. It'll only do non-creature spells. Yeah.
But if someone paths to exiles your commander and you have deflecting SWAT, you can you.
I would do it over to a token. I have to say, oh, I'll take a free land.
Mm-hmm.
or health or whatever.
Yeah. I got you. All right, are you ready to talk our precons?
I didn't fully fledged build out this deck, but I was thinking of just some humorous cards over the day, and I think I got a couple bangers for you.
Okay. All right.
I'll let you go. I'll let you start.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
What a gentleman. All right, hold on. I gotta send you. You have to follow along with me.
Oh. It's a
I went all professional.
It's a choose your adventure one, huh?
No, well, we'll do the officer one first. So we broke it down for those of you at home that weren't part of the pre-discussion. It's broken down by so you have your junior enlisted, your NCOs, your warrant officers, and your officers is how we have it broke down. So that's your 4 precons. So that's how we broke it up. So I took the officers and the warrant officers, and then Top took the NCOs and the junior enlisted. So, all right. So first one, I just sent it over to you, is Jeskai, red, blue, white, Officer Hound, All American. He's a 1/2 with prowess, and he has 2 abilities. His first one is Frago. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you may give that card flashback until end of turn. Its flashback cost is its mana value plus discard a card from your hand. You may only do this once per turn. And then his second ability is called Let Freedom Ring. Whenever you cast a spell for its flashback cost, Officer Hound does damage equal to its mana value to any target. What do you think?
All right. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may give that card flashback till in a turn. Its flashback cost is its mana value plus discard a card. Do this once per turn, okay? And then whenever you cast a spell for its flashback cost. I like that. Okay.
I think flash. We talked about this in a prior episode. I think flashback is one of those. It's kind of like cleave or scry. I think flashback. Give like a flashback batters deck. Something like this where you could just beat the fuck out of it. You know what I mean? Because some of those flashback spells are really, really good, but also some of them, when you pay the flashback cost, you're not paying the mana value. You get it actually cheaper. You know what I'm talking about? Some of those spells. So like you could hit the shit, and you don't have to target a player. But in my mind, I was just like, you're gonna probably target your opponents or whatever. Hitting them for 5-7 mana, it's gonna be pretty nice.
Yeah. Okay, I'm about that life.
Yeah, I think that's and he's just a 1/2 with prowess. So I mean, he's pretty removable. So I figured red, white, blue, no extra mana cost for his initial pull out. I figure it's pretty fair.
Yeah, I'm about that life. I like it.
Did you get the picture?
I is that a? I don't get the picture. You're going to have to hook me up with the
Oh
picture.
no! I WhatsApped it to you.
Oh, let me see. Oh no, I'm looking at the picture. I thought you meant, did you get the picture? Like, okay, is there some inside joke I'm not seeing here?
No.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure you were able to see it. And
I
follow
am
along.
looking at the picture.
Okay. You want me to do my second one,
Let's
and then
do
you can
it.
do your two?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sending you the second one. So this is Chief Caffeinated Artificer.
I like that. Yeah.
He's a blue, white, black. You guys, if you're not on YouTube, you won't see he's flying a helicopter with a thermos of coffee. He's a hell of a corgi. So yeah, blue, white, black, and then one generic. If you would counter an opponent's spell, create a coffee token. You may only do this once per turn. I'll get into coffee tokens now. Coffee tokens, you can pay a swamp and 1 life, tap this token, sacrifice it, you draw a card, you get a caffeinated token on you, caffeinated counter on you, sorry.
Okay.
You sacrifice the coffee token, you pay the cost, you get a caffeinated counter. You do as a player.
Okay.
At the beginning of your upkeep, you get to draw an additional card for each caffeinated token or counter you have on you. But once you hit 10 caffeinated counters, you die. You lose the game.
You had one too many grenade energies.
Hey, listen, you can't drink all the grenade energy. His second ability is sacrifice a coffee token. Target artifact becomes a vehicle with flying and power and toughness equal to its mana value and crew 3 until end of turn.
Okay.
So, for those of you that don't know, warrant officers, we have it's kind of split down the middle. You have your aviation and then you have your technical warrant officers. So I try to do a little bit of both in this. And this is kind of what I came up with. I think it would be a pretty fun you can turn your soul ring into a 1/1 flyer, which isn't like super great, but you could get some bangers out there. Trying to think of some of those monoliths and things like that. You could do some you can make some nasty stuff, and of course he's a 3/3, so he can crew the things that he's turning into vehicles. So that's kind of the ideology here.
Very nice. I really like that.
And if you would counter a spell, and there would be others, there'd be other things in here. So I was envisioning a green bean would be one of the lands, like a legendary land in here, and you could tap it for a colorless. You could tap it to create a coffee counter, or you could sacrifice a coffee counter or token, tap it, and for any color of land. So. It's kind of the ideology I had there, but yeah, green bean, land was kind of in there.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna preface. I only have one made out, but I made multiple cards for the one so far. So I'll work on my second deck and do it next podcast. But I really leaned into the E4 Mafia. Deck. We kind of theory crafted this on our last MOB in the Biomed shop one day. And so E4 Mafia, it is an evasion go wide token deck. The commander is the Godfather. Anyone who knows the Godfather E4 is that poor sumbitch who's been in E4 for over 15 years. And he knows every way to weasel out of anything, but so the Godfather, legendary creature, junior enlisted. The cost is 1 1 generic red-green for a 2/4 creature. E4, or the Godfather has a tap ability. Create X 1/1 red-green junior enlisted creature tokens, where X is the number of sham counters on the Godfather. So some of his what would you say, marquee equipment, like the key equipment for this guy or gal, it could be him, her, who knows. It's called the Sham Shield. The Sham Shield is an artifact equipment. Once per turn, equipped creature can change the target of a spell or ability that to another target, as long as that target is lower rank. So the pun here is not really the pun, but the inside joke is the Godfather's the biggest shammer of them all. I task that mouth breather to do something. As soon as I turn my back to leave, he just delegates it down to like an E3, E2, or E1, right? So that's kind of the play on that to kind of, what's that, misdirect?
Like deflecting.
Yeah. But it's only once per turn, and equipped creature gains 1 sham counter whenever they do that, because they're shamming. All right. I have a sorcery card here called Reenlistment Bonus.
I'm sorry, before we keep going, did you say what colors this was?
Red-green.
Red-green, gruel. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I'm keeping that in mind. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. Reenlistment Bonus. I don't know a color identity of it yet, but it's a sorcery. Add 6 mana of any color to your mana pool. This mana does not disappear at the end of steps or phases. The spell's controller, so when you resolve this, you create an overpriced sports car vehicle artifact that has Shroud and Indestructible with a cumulative upkeep 1. At the beginning of your upkeep, add an interest counter onto this artifact. Then controlling player must pay mana equal to the number of interest counters or skip their turn. This artifact can't be sacrificed. So the play on that is, these young kids, they get these bonuses, they get out of basic AIT, they have more money they ever know what to do with. So they go down to Joe Schmo's fucking car dealership and get a 40% APR loan on a $50,000 sports car that, they're paying just as much as interest as they're earning per pay period. So I thought that was pretty good for the E4 Mafia, because that's something very E4S to do. Another card in this Precon is called Surprise Your Analysis. It too is a sorcery. Each player rolls a d20. If even, that player's test result is negative, no effects. If odd, the player's test result is positive and has to sacrifice all of his or her non-land permanents and gets an emblem ASAP enrolled. This emblem states soldier must add 10 you fucked up counters to this emblem by paying 1 mana for each. So you got to pay 10 mana into it to get your 10 you fucked up counters. Until then, you can't play more than 1 land per turn, draw more than 1 card per turn, and your spells and abilities of your creatures and artifacts only work at sorcery speed. Once there are 10 counters, the emblem flips to ASAP Graduate. You no longer are affected by the previous emblem, but the shame will forever live on. So
that would be the first ever emblem that you could remove. Yeah.
Well, I want to say the emblem doesn't move; it just flips to a different
no longer
effect.
Oh,
it's the same emblem; it just flips like werewolves, right? From ASAP enrolled to ASAP graduated.
Okay.
All right. My last one is Mandatory Brigade Fun Run. It's an instant.
Okay.
All creatures are goaded. That means all creatures on the board. Creatures lose all abilities and cannot block until their controller's next end step. And the flavor text on it is 10 minutes prior to the 10 minutes prior to the 10 minutes prior. Because you got to show up 10 minutes prior to the company formation, who has to show up 10 minutes prior to the battalion formation, who then finally has to show up 10 minutes prior to that goddamn brigade formation just to go on this mandatory fun run. So, yeah, those are the 4 cards that I thought of that would be in this E4 Mafia Precon.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, no, that's great.
I haven't been on a fun run in a long time.
Oh, brother. We'll go on one next drill if this ever goes away.
We should know next week sometime, I think.
Yeah, by the time you're hearing this, you can tell us.
Okay. But yeah, so I kind of have a little bit of a framework on the NCO one. So let me see here. The NCO is called NCO Chain. It is going to be a control combo deck. Commanders, obviously, first sergeant. 2 black, white, blue for a 4/4 legendary creature senior listed advisor. I just don't know quite what the abilities are going to be yet.
Okay. So, we'll give you time. You can muddle on that a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. For sure.
I think one note, and obviously I'm welcoming notes for mine too. I think a barracks rat should be in your
I'll
and
say
maybe
a barracks
make that
lawyer.
Barracks lawyer is a good one. But I was thinking barracks rat, barracks rat is one of those cards where you can have any number of these in your deck, and you could maybe when it enters the battlefield, if there's any barracks rats in your graveyard, bring them back on the battlefield or something like that. Just let it be disgusting. It'll be a good time.
I mean, it would be a good card to have a health and welfare check card. I don't know if it'd be a sorcery. Ooh. You look at everyone's hand and you tell them which card to discard or something like that. I don't know, something. Speaking of health and welfare checks, did you see the Air Force is doing a department-wide health and welfare inspection on their Air Force barracks?
No.
Yeah, unless I read the article wrong, dude. It was pushed down that the entire United States Air Force is doing a barracks inspection.
Interesting. Because they basically live in a hotel, so I'm a little surprised.
They get, what do they call those, condos? Little townhome. Yeah,
poor things. I want you to know when I got to Alaska, my barracks was a office building that had been condemned and then converted into a barracks building, and so there was black mold,
condemned for asbestos,
and asbestos, and when the ground would, thaw in the spring, like the basement which is where our laundromat was, would just fill with water.
Oh my god.
And we would complain about it, and they're just like, well, it'll go away when it's time. And I'm like, no,
just open a window. Let it air out.
They're just like, oh, and I was like, what do you want me to put on waiters every time I go down there to wash my clothes? Terrible idea. Anyway.
Oh my goodness, dude. Did you ever watch there was an interview in front of a crowd where a general was being asked a question regarding black mold in barracks, and he said he's on record as saying that it's a soldier discipline issue on why there's mold.
Oh,
I mean,
my bad.
All right. I'm going to say he is there's 140% truth in that. However, my man, what are you doing, sir? For the love of God, wasn't the time or place for that. Not at all.
It's also it's just as much my fault, right, as it is the 20 soldiers that had been in that room before me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
brother, I'll never forget. All right, so we get to AIT. was this 2009? Holy smokes, whatever. They had a surprise inspection in our barracks, and we had 2-person rooms at AIT, and I guess the first sergeant did ours, mine and my bunkmate, and we had a drop ceiling, and he goes to look in the drop ceiling, and out crashes these trash bags full of alcohol shot bottles and dirty underwear and all this shit. So at the end of the duty day, my bunkmate and I get called into the PSG's office, and he starts reading us our Miranda rights. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And he tells us the story. I'm like, what? So I always tell anyone who's going to any school and there's a drop ceiling, just do yourself a favor. Especially if it's like one of those like Wobic or Wox or your AIT where you know there's going to be an inspection at some point. Just do yourself the little favor.
For those of you that are thinking about going to warrant officer school, when you go to Wobic, you get to stay in the hotel on base there while you're at Wobic. You're not going to stay in any barracks. You're okay.
My bad. I guess I misconstrued Wobic with your walk.
Walks. Yes. Walks. That's when you're at Fort Novacell in Alabama, formerly Fort Rucker. Yes, you will be staying in barracks there.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. One more member-berry story on barracks inspections, and then because I got one for you. Okay. So you know how when we were at AIT, so there were 2 MOSs there, 68 Juliet, 68 Alpha. 68 Juliet school is about 5 weeks long, 6 weeks long, and ours was like 40 weeks, right? So we saw several cycles of soldiers come through, and we were hating our lives every day as we waited our turn. So one of my friends, one of my battle buddies from the schoolhouse, he and I were sitting there, we were talking, and the platoon sergeant walked up. He goes, "You need a battle buddy," and he pointed at me. He goes, "You stay here with him." And I was like, "Okay." And he walked away, and he came back, and this dude was so steamy mad. He's like, "I gotta take a walk, so I don't just punch you."
Oh, he's talking to you?
No, he's talking to the guy that I was his battle buddy for. And I was like, "What did you do?" And I have to paint the picture of this dude. If you had said boo to him, he would have fainted like one of those goats from the videos. This dude was like the sheepish, most mild mannered. I don't think, show me your war face. You know what I mean? He's very mild tempered, very nice, but very mild tempered. So platoon sergeant came back and he goes, "You want to explain to me why you thought that was so funny?" And he was just, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. He was just like, "Your note." He's like, "Well, I don't know what you're." He's like, "Just start pushing." And he smoked this dude for like an hour in the San Antonio sun. And he was just like, he's like, "I don't know what I did." And he goes, "Yeah, just keep pushing until you remember." And he's like almost crying. He was just like, "I don't know what I did." So anyway, so he finally lets him go, and he goes, "You should go to your room and clean that shit up." It's like, what is he talking about? Flashback, he and his roommate hated each other, so they never talked. But his roommate had graduated that day and had left this big old log in the toilet and left a note that said, "Thinking of you," in next to the toilet. And so they'd done a barracks inspection that day, and he thought it was this soldier had left this big old turd and a note saying, "Thinking of you," to the platoon sergeant.
Jesus Christ. What did that PSG do, man? Did he?
I mean, he smoked him, so he was like, he let him go afterwards. And then afterwards, he tried to explain to him. He goes, "I don't want to hear it." And it was like, okay. Anyway.
You know what? I think that was the best play. Just stick to it. Don't apologize.
Yeah, just it's over. I've got it all out of my system, and yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool beans.
Secret lair alert, as what's his name would say, Professor. The PlayStation one next Monday, right?
The 27th, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are
So-
you going to get in line for that one too?
Okay, I was gonna say I want to tell the story. So after we talked about the Jaws one, I like could not stop thinking about it. So I waited in line for almost 2.5 hours, and I got my hand. So it's not in the mail yet, but it is coming. I did get my confirmed order number, so I am getting the Jaws set. So I will have that'll be my mono red commander when it comes in.
Okay.
It was stressful. I don't know if you've ever sat through one of those.
I did for Monty Python, but it wasn't for 2 hours, dude. It was like 15, 20 minutes, if that.
So I was sitting on the site at 11:55. It goes live at noon, right? You can see the little countdown. And at noon, I went live. I clicked on it. I hit checkout. And it said, "You are in line, projected over 1 hour." And I was just like, okay. Wait in line for an hour, no change. And I was just like, am I sure I'm in line? Like, what the fuck? 90 minutes go by. I finally see it. It finally says 55 minutes remaining or something like that. And I was like, well, at least it didn't lose me. And then this is the stressful part. You start seeing the things that go out of stock.
Brother,
So you're like,
what the
did I
fuck?
seriously, am I waiting in line for my shit to go? You know what I mean?
Right in front of your
So
eyes.
I was just like, this is bullshit. I was just like, I can't watch this. I'm gonna literally like freak the fuck out over cardboard. It's not worth it.
Brother.
So I think, and I might be wrong, I think the PlayStation one, your LGSs, if they have a tie to WotC, and you can check and see that on their website. The Jaws one, and that was one of the reasons why it was such a hot item. They like specifically said this will not be sold in our WotC store. This is the only place and time we're going to sell these is here.
Okay.
But I believe the PlayStation one. So if you can actually probably go to your LGS, put
And
it
just
in an
order from them.
Yes. So if you don't
I'm
want to
gonna
deal with
call
that,
my guy tomorrow.
yeah, just see if they're selling them. You know what I mean? But yeah, just a little. I didn't know that until afterwards. I just thought, yeah, fuck it. There's probably going to be an upscale, right? An upcharge, like probably another $10-15, but it's worth the non-stress if you can get it. So just something to think on. Yeah.
Here's my
That was
thought.
my secret layer. Yeah, go ahead.
We put, and I think I texted you this.
I texted
a
you.
man
I was
on
so
the
excited.
moon.
Shot me down as soon as I was like, I got it. I got my cards. And you're like, we put them in on the moon. Can't believe this bullshit.
Well, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. So I go on to see it, and it's just like all sold out because I was like, oh, those Iron Maiden ones. I'll just get it for the artwork. I'm like, that looks pretty cool, right? And it's just like, boom, all sold out. And you probably texted me right after you got it, right? So it was probably 3 hours in, and I'm just like, the amount of FOMO they're pushing on these is kind of uncanny. I mean, I'm not going. And because of that, I'm not going to prescribe into standing in a virtual line to get, a piece of cardboard. I'm very happy you did because I can't wait to see the card once it gets in. But it's like, brother, we put a man on the moon in the 1960s, I believe. And this is the best you can do for a virtual line to get to place an order.
I don't know why. I understand the trying to combat bots, right? Because you don't want some asshole buying all of them and then turning around and flipping them for like $300 a pop or whatever, right?
They were doing that anyway.
I know, right? But the bots can't wait in they can wait in line, but they from what I was being told is this is like an anti-bot measure, right?
Brother, why do we have to put this? I do know why. I'm not going to say I don't know why. I do know why. The reason they're doing this, they're pre-printing everything so it can be shipped out earlier. I guess I should say I don't know why, but that's my theory.
They say that, right? Okay, so I did that the week of shit, what week? That was not this Monday, but last Monday. So the 13th. So I did that on the 13th. My cards don't ship till the 29th.
So then why
So
is there
like
this like limited
exactly.
quantity?
Well, I mean, granted, they're not gonna print all those cards in 2 weeks or whatever, right? But like they're not prepped for shipment or whatever, so like
shit, they can't
whatever.
even
But
restock Final Fantasy play boxes.
yeah. I think part of that's on purpose. I think they're waiting for the holiday season when they do that second push.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you 110%. It's
I don't know.
I'm
I'm not
wild that they get away with that.
So I kind of want to tangent off of this because it's crazy in these collectible, like nerdy, geeky realms. We have these like micro economies within it. You know, cards having value, certain cards being worth millions of dollars. Recently, I think it was yesterday, I was listening to a YouTube video. You ever heard of the video game CS:GO?
Oh,
Counter-Strike?
Go?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is I guess it's a big deal, like weapon skins, knife skins, like this, like the skins in the game, like they sell for money. And there's like these gambling sites you can do where you can buy boxes and basically spin to win. It's basically a slot machine, right? Well, Valve, I believe it was Valve who owns the CSGO IP. They changed the rarity factor, or no, not the rarity factor. They made it to where you can combine five more common items to get a very expensive, very rare item. And this guy I was watching said someone did the math, and overnight the prices across the board dropped so much, $1 billion in value was erased. $1 billion with a B. Unreal, dude. Some dude who you know probably had hundreds of thousands of dollars tied into this woke up the next day and it's just nothing. They're talking, yeah.
That would be like you going, I don't know, you win the lottery or whatever, you splurge because you had a bad day. You go and buy a Gaia's Cradle, and then WotC comes out and like, hey, the next 3 sets we're putting out a Gaia's Cradle, and the price just plummets. You know what I mean? Oh, it sucks so bad. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Well, it's like the dockside extortionist thing when it got banned. They went from like $100 a card down to whatever, and that's why those folks were getting death threats. I'm like, you're fucking with people's money, and you don't expect them to send you death threats when you fuck with their money. I'm like, okay, you all must be living with your heads in the sand really deep if you didn't think that was going to happen.
Sure. I mean, I don't agree with...
Who would? But
yeah, right. But
let's be real here.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Like, messing with people's money, like, that's never going to be cool. But, like, also, like, hey, it's cardboard at the end of the day. Let's not fucking... But on the flip side, to counterpoint the former commander...
the advisory board?
Who were you banning that for? The only people that were playing that busted was the CEDH group, and they were the ones that were cool with it. So like, everybody was like clamoring for the banning of those cards. So yeah, I don't really know what the logic was there.
Wait, it was the rules committee. If I remember right, JLK was a part of the advisory group, and they weren't asked about this before they put in. It was just like a shit show from the top down.
Yeah,
if I remember right. I don't know. When you have,
I say they bring it back and just put it on the game changer.
Is this a CCG or a TCG? Would you say, Magic? A collectible
card
card game or a trading card game?
Oh, okay. I mean, they identify themselves as a trading card game, but
Oh, is there a
I
difference?
guess
I don't know.
I don't know.
But when you run on kind of the premise, and I'm not going to say WotC does, but when you have a track record of these things being commodities, right? There's a rarity to them and a power level to them. And then you go and make it's just like Vivi, right? You go buy 4 VVs, spend $400. You're going to ban her. Well, your $400 is now worth 100, if that.
Yeah,
Right.
if that. We'll talk about that on our finance minute here in a minute.
It would be interesting to see how the prices of the eras of Magic have been affected from these most recent sets, because when I first got into this, it was all about the reserve list being so expensive, all these old cards being so expensive because they were the power level at the time. But the power creep has been so much to where when I listen to Alpha Investments, when I listen to the professor, they're not talking about that stuff anymore because it's all been power crept. So it would just be interesting to see, since there's no demand for that to be added to anyone's deck, right? Have those sealed boxes of, I don't know, Mirrodin or Onslaught or Tempest, whatever.
They're going to start losing their value. Yeah.
I'm just kind of curious how they're doing.
Yeah.
Anywho, so what's on the Corgi Finance Minute?
Well, let me pull up a sealed box of Mirrodin for you.
We still need to make a Corgi Finance Minute like entrance jingle, if you will.
Well, you know what? Sometime you should watch our YouTube channel. I do have one.
You do have one?
Yeah. Got the bell and everything. A sealed box of Mirrodin booster is $1,050 right now on TCG.
I expected more than that, but it's $1,000, I guess. That's still quite a bit.
October 2024, it was $1,200. And then March, it dropped down to $800, and it's kind of slowly crept back up.
Can you go back to 2020 and 2021?
It only lets me go back a year.
Because that was the height of COVID when everyone had that government money.
That gov money. I was an idiot and bought furniture with mine. I should have bought cards. A fucking idiot. Yeah. Anyway. So VV, you talked about, continues to decline. We're averaging about $24 now. We were 30 when we did our last pod, so yeah, we're down to 24. But we're almost to the end of the month, November. We're supposedly getting a ban in standard for VV, so yeah, hang in there for your Izzet commanders if that's your dream card. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that's VV. The VV watch will continue. You were talking about Dockside Extortionist, just for your right before the ban, it was $33. And now you can get it for $10.
How much?
10.
10 schmackles when it was what?
Even though it's banned, it was 30.
Brother.
Now it's 10.
Pretty
big drop off, but
66% of its overall value. That's nothing, man.
Yeah, it's just money. And then last thing I wanted to talk about, if you are an Avatar: The Last Airbender fan, a big fan of the show, I've kind of spent all of my Magic the Gathering money already. So those of you that don't know, I sell bread on the side, like literal loaves of bread, to pay for my Magic funds. So I'm trying to get some some loaves sold so I can buy some Magic cards. They're not. It doesn't look like they're doing any precons or anything like that for this set, which I was a little shocked by. But if you're looking at getting the booster bundles or any of those things, they are all on sale right now. So if you want to get those and you don't want to get upcharged, the collector boosters, it's already too late. You got to buy secondhand. But the booster bundles, all of those things, you are still in the market. You can still buy those. So
What's a play
go to
box
Amazon.
pre-ordering for?
Play box.
Yeah. Is it like 100, $200?
The bundler is 70. The thing that I got for the Final Fantasy set, that the box that comes with the die and all that stuff, it's 70 still.
Okay.
So reasonably priced. A booster box is $167.
Okay.
And beginner box is $31.
I
See
think
what collector boosters are going for right now.
I think I pre-ordered just a play booster, and that was it. I'm buying a play booster of all these universes beyond, and
Yeah.
like I said, it's either going to go up in value and I'm going to make money, or when it's all said and done, if I just, if it goes down in value, it's like, hey, we'll go get an Airbnb somewhere, invite all of our MTG friends, and I'll bring all these boxes and we will just draft for a weekend. Just draft
Until
after
you're
draft
sick
after
of this
draft.
game.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah. Looks like a box of collector boosters is $650. So a lot cheaper than Spider-Man. For sure. Spider-Man's plummeted like crazy. Have you seen that?
That's because they didn't have serialized cards. That's the only reason why. If they would have had a serialized Soul Stone, like, what are you doing?
For sure. But so I say this to say, unless you're just the biggest Avatar: The Last Airbender fan or whatever, just wait, right? You don't have to buy them the day they come out. So they were $1,100 the week before, right? Does that sound right to you? That's what I was seeing them for, if I remember correctly.
I know this Spider-Man one was pre-ordering
That's what I'm
for
talking
over
about. The Spider-Man one's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right now, today, you can buy a box of collector boosters for $475.
That's kind of a steal.
That's what I'm saying. That's on Amazon too. That's not even TCG Player.
Because those the Thanos and then the other version of the Soul Stone, those are going for like $10,000, $15,000, aren't they?
That's what they say. Well, let's see what.
I mean,
let's see.
If you had just some capital sitting around in a savings account, not gaining any value, why not? And just throw it in your closet.
Yeah.
I guarantee that's going to go up to a grand when it's all said and done. Guarantee it.
The base Soul Stone, $60.
Base Soul Stone, $60. Okay.
The gold stamp Soul Stone is $160.
Okay.
The Thanos one is $1,200.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Soul Stone, the market price is $26,000.
Ooh. Like, having the ability to pull that out of a $400 box, like it blows my mind that they're $400.
I mean, that's why people were going nuts over those Final Fantasy ones, because those chocobos were, you didn't even have to get a gold one. If you got a colored chocobo, you could flip it for like $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's dipped off now, but
I don't dabble in the collector box world, but it's just so interesting to watch these individuals do their collector box thing. I don't know.
Yeah. And I say that to say the colored chocobos are still running at $2,000. I'm looking at it right now. So like, I bet people are clamoring for more Final Fantasy stuff because they're still selling good.
You know what? I'll ask my wife after this podcast hey, you good if I drop 5 hundo? And we'll use
Ship
our 6 to 7% cashback Amazon card, get another $40 off almost.
There you go. She'll love it.
Yeah. I'll just throw it in my closet full of Magic the Gathering product.
Yeah, why not? All right. Yeah. So I think that's it for Corgi Finance Minute. Have you ever watched the Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No.
Ever prescribed any of that?
No.
It's a good one. I know it's not really anime, but it's close enough.
Okay.
It's anime adjacent.
Ever since the anime episode we did, I have been diving knees deep into Berserk.
Okay. All right. Are you dark and brooding now?
I've always been dark and brooding. Can't you tell by my voice I'm Batman? But they're like, just listening to some of this lore stuff, dude, I'm like, holy smokes. Like, do I really want to start reading this? I'm thinking about watching the 96 or 97 Berserk anime they made. Apparently it's pretty good.
I'm just warning you. Well, I think that one's better than the new one. They tried the newer one, like the early 2000s. They tried doing it in like stop motion 3D anime. It looked really bad. So and yeah, like I said, the anime is not done, but neither is the manga. So just grain of salt.
I did look in my public libraries around the city, and surprise, no one had Berserk to check out.
Yeah, I don't know where you can read that online. I don't think that's on. Let me see. I have the Shonen Jump app. I don't think it's on Shonen Jump.
My wife suggested Half Price Books. I don't know if you ever heard of that store, Half Price Books.
No.
It's where you can sell books and then they sell them. It's like GameStop, but for books, obviously.
Oh.
They have some there, but there's still like, to get a book, there's 13 books so far, 13 or 15 books.
Yep.
It's like $30 to $40. I'm like, man, I don't want to spend $400, $500, to read this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I understand that. I have a subscription, which I know you love subscriptions. That's where I read my One Piece on, but that's Shonen. It's a different.
They don't have it on there.
Publication. Yeah, it's a different publisher. So unfortunately, yeah. It looks like when I Googled where can you read online, I'm getting a lot of shady sites. So I'm not thinking it's on here anywhere. So.
The top search, where to read Berserk online legally.
Yeah, I guess that's what I should have led with.
You can purchase digital volumes on platforms like Kindle or Dark Horse's digital store. But there doesn't look like there's some...
Dark Horse is the name of the
publisher,
I think. I think that's correct, yeah.
Dang. So they don't have a subscription-based thing.
Doesn't look like it.
I don't know.
Maybe our sponsor today can help us get the funds you need so that you can get your hands on some Berserk material. Are you ready?
Yeah, hit me.
All right. We here at Military Grade Magic love our pets almost more than we love our soldiers. Our sponsor this week, Fibrous, is a partner you can trust. Provide 5-star treatment for your pets all year long. They can get your prescription medicines, high-quality food, and the most premium toys for your little furry bundle of joy. Using code MGM for any purchase over $25 will get you a booster pack of Magic the Gathering cards for your lovable little scamp. If you open them and take them away from your pets, so help me, we will find you, and if you're lucky... we will turn you over to the police. I couldn't do it with a straight face. We will find you, and if you're lucky, we will turn you over to the police.
We'll break your kneecaps.
So anyway, don't you dare take those away from your dog. Anyway, so try out Fibrous today, and be sure to use our code MGM at checkout. Very
nice. Okay.
We're looking up synonyms for chewy while I was working out today, and my wife and I came up with fibrous. That was our best.
Okay, I can go down with that. I can be down with that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good times.
Yeah.
So, have we got anything else for this?
Yeah.
This fine evening?
The D&D episode. I shot you over the audio file. We played D&D last week.
Yeah.
Maybe we can launch that or publish that sometime to hear the great adventures of who are our heroes. We had
Diamond Dave, Zircon Bob, and Big Martha.
And Big Martha, yeah. We all three made it. We all three lived. Spoilers.
Jeez. I'm gonna try and have that out before this. I was gonna say I'll try to have that out before this episode comes out. But yeah,
really, dude, that is like 3 hours of audio to go.
I'm not gonna do. It's not gonna be the same quality. For those of you at home that don't know, Top is our audio guy, and he does an immaculate job. I was listening to, it was 2 weeks ago now, but the last episode, kind of doing like a screen through listening before we published it, and I was just like, I don't know how he gets us to sound so crystal, so clear. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be a much more rushed job. Just trying to, and I'll set some music on the underneath so that you don't hear the awkward pauses as much. But yeah, I'll cut out the name drops and stuff, but it's not gonna be the immaculate level of procedure. And I knew that was the problem too. And I say this with love. I was just like, this dude's putting way more effort into it than he needs to. He has a life outside this.
These episodes are not only a reflection on you and me, but a reflection on the military community as a whole in this space. So it's like, we're going to put our best foot forward on this.
Oh man. Top is a perfectionist, and yeah, I admire that about you.
Don't ask me to do a job and then be like, you're doing the job too
Nobody
well.
asked you to do a job. You were like, hey, I'm gonna do that. Okay, all right. So so we're at episode 8 now.
Yeah.
We're already way further than I thought we would be. I thought
same.
We'd crashed out at 3. But so if I'm not mistaken, so Top and I talked about doing this during an FTX, fever dreamish, kind of like, I haven't really slept or anything. Yeah, let's do a podcast. It'd be a good time. And then like the Thursday night before, he's like, yeah, I had a couple drinks last night, and I think I signed us up for a website, and I got our domains on all the socials. And I was like, excuse me?
This is for realsies now.
Yeah, I guess we're in. Yeah. So, like I said, if I get to play Magic once a week, if this is my excuse to play Magic once a week, I will gladly do all the work that comes with a podcast.
For sure.
Do it. Good time.
Excellent.
What do we have to look forward to next week before we wrap this up?
Next week, well, first we're gonna go over Top Soapbox where we biz ounce.
Ooh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I thought
I
thought your rant on Secret Layers was your.
Oh, that could be one too. You know what? But I didn't start it with Top Soapbox.
Don't let me yuck your yum.
Well,
if you got one, do one.
I think so. Top Soapbox this week is playing into a counter spell or playing into removal. So don't be afraid to push your game plan forward, even though you know that there's a counter spell in hand across the table from you and there's open mana for it. Or not open mana, like it's like, I know this individual has Fierce Guardianship. Do I really want to play my play now and get it countered, right? If you don't play that person effectively used that counter spell, that removal spell, that whatever for free.
5 or 6 times.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Just play into it, take your beatings, and adapt. That's all I want to say. don't be afraid of the counter spell. Always move forward. There's a reason why on the military uniforms the faces a particular way. I get that question maybe once a year if I wear it out in public. Why is that flag the way? Because we're always moving forward, right? That's the thing. Always moving forward. So in your game plan in Magic, even though you know that there is a counter spell, be ready for it. Sometimes I'll bait out the counter spell with something that they think is a threat when really I'm playing that out, hoping that they counter it to play out something, something from the left field afterwards. Same with removal, right? But don't be afraid of counter spells.
I actually have a guy, I'm not going to name drop him, but at my local game store, he will... I've played enough games with him. It's like, you don't have that slippery of hands. He will drop his counter spells on accident, in quotation marks. And he'll be like, oops. And it's just like, motherfucker, you didn't drop your swan song the last 3 games or whatever. Like, you're so full of shit. I know you're full of shit. That's actually a perfect top soapbox. That's actually, removal is what we're going to be talking about next week. So a little bit of counters, a little bit of... like this week during the gameplay, I played some bounce, things like that. So all the different types of removal. Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit more next week. But yeah, something to look forward to as we kind of round out our... I don't know how you would describe our little... how we've kind of been opening up our podcast, but kind of our breakdowns of all the different...
kind of the Venn diagram of Magic, right? How does this all interweave into making a Magic the Gathering deck?
Mm-hmm.
I would say the Venn diagram and the mechanics would be it.
Yeah, we've kind of talked about, so we've done ramp, we've done card draw, we've done we'll be doing removal, right? So, we're kind of moving into this. We'd probably need to do a land one as well. But once we kind of get our baseline set with what all of these are, right, we can probably start getting a little bit more nuance as far as, all right, now that we've set the groundwork, these are the things that you need, how much of them you need in each of your decks, kind of thing. So that's kind of our vision. That's kind of what we kind of wanted to start with. We wanted to make sure we're all on the same page before we just dove right in as far as just talking. I don't want to say high level stuff like we're CEDH players or 4. Yeah, like I said, we're 3.5 on a good day. Yeah. We're not that great. But yeah, so that's kind of our what we got going.
How I envision this, in a way, these opening episodes were. What did I search for the most when I first started? These particular topics. So
what are the things I struggled with when I was trying to get my stride? And one of the big things was, like we talked about before I was running like 2 or 3 card draws in my deck. So like, you can always improve. And I've even the best way to learn is to teach. Going back and rewatching our gameplay videos, I've noticed that I was just like, oh, I make this mistake. Oh, I'm board wiping before I just swing. You know what I mean? Like things like that. Like, it's just dumb mistakes like that. But rewatching yourself on the playback, you're like, I'm gonna not do that next time. Oh, he's not getting a fruit one on me.
Fun fact before we leave. So this episode was kind of a fun one in building Magic the Gathering Precons at a military theme. And last episode, or a couple episodes ago, I was talking about my Freddy Krueger one, right?
Yeah, that was last episode.
My neighbor who has the taiga, he used to work out in Hollywood, and he was kind of a casting guy. He would find talent for movies, and he worked on Rob Zombie's Halloween, and he looked at me when I told him about this. He's like, if you don't ask me for my help, I'm gonna take a personal offense to this, because this guy, like, he wears like horror icon t-shirts all the time. Like, he'll wear a Freddy one day or a Michael Myers one day. So I'm gonna have him help me build this when we get around to it. And And then I'll have
We had a full set at one time, right? It was Freddy. We wanted to do
yeah,
Freddy. I think Gremlins was mine. I had
Gremlins.
a
Yeah,
Simic Gremlins.
someone did. Was it
Annabelle
Chucky?
or
I
the
don't know,
or
but they were
Chucky. Yeah,
good.
it was one of the dolls.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
I can't remember what the
maybe
one was,
when we
but
get
yeah.
that deck going, and we get it all printed out, I'll have him on here to help explain it,
Yeah.
because he is the horror movie guru. He tells me, he's like, yeah, I try to watch a horror movie a day in the month of October. I'm like, jeez,
Oh, in the
dude,
month.
in the month
I
of
thought you meant
October.
every day, like
Oh,
just
he probably
365.
does
Like,
as well.
oh my god.
Yeah, he's a good dude. But yeah, that was just while we were on Precons.
Yeah, it's on theme. It's
It's
Halloween.
on theme.
Yes.
It's Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
I don't got any more. Safety brief. If for realsies, if you're taking your kids out trick or treating, be careful. Crazy world we live in these days. So I would just go to places that you trust. If I had kids, I would not take them down Shady McShaderson Avenue. You know what I mean?
Elm Street. Yeah, to keep them away from Elm Street.
Elm
yeah.
Street as well. So yeah, have a safe and fun Halloween. That's all I got.
Yeah. Well, as always, we're just glad that you guys tuned in. If you're still here, you're still here, just hit the like button on YouTube and comment on Spotify. We really appreciate you all. As we are a baby podcast, any of those little likes and comments and star ratings and all this, that, and the third, that kind of helps put us in the algorithm so other people can see us and share us with people too. We want to get more than just our 10 friends that we know. We want to make more friends and play with more people. So, the way we do that is, spreading the word. So we're doing what we can, but we appreciate all the assistance and we appreciate you all for listening. That's all I got, Top. I'm all tapped out.
All right. Rolling outro music. Bye.
Midnight echoes in the deep. Now just watch our power creep. Let me see all the merfolk put their hands on the air. The dawn shimmers off the water with a gleam, chasing the light of a stolen dream. Hands are tied, but our eyes are bright. We'll steal the stars if they don't shine just right. The clock is ticking, but we don't mind. We all